My coverage of Computex 2019 was made possible by MSI and Rebel Tech. Get your own MSI laptop from Rebel Tech, whether it's for gaming, content creation, or even heavy workstation applications. There is one that will fit all your needs. So at Computex 2019, the first booth that I went to was the MSI booth, where they showcase a lot of their latest products. But in this video, we're just going to focus on their laptops, even though they do have a bunch of other hardware components as well. So for their laptops, they did have a wide range of new ones, but a lot of them was only refreshes with new 9th generation Intel CPUs, RTX graphics cards, and then also Wi-Fi 6. However, one of their latest and crazy laptops was their new GT76 Titan. Now, we have already seen a lot of the other Titans. It's their high flagship crazy laptop, but now they've taken it a step further with the GT76 featuring an i9-9900K desktop class CPU with 8 cores, 16 threads, and because it's a unlocked K CPU, you can overclock it to 5 GHz on all 8 cores. However, once I was actually at the MSI HQ, I did have some time to play around with the GT76 Titan, and I was able to run Cinebench R15 on that 8-core 5 GHz CPU. So the score I got on the Titan was 2065. Also on an engineering sample, so it's not a fully released one even yet with all of the latest drivers and such. So that was honestly not too bad with the full desktop version in a desktop, getting around 2,100 points. So definitely not bad in a laptop. But of course, along with the 9900K, you do also get an RTX 2080 desktop class, not a Max-Q version with the lower clock speeds, so a proper 2080. You also get up to 128 gigs of DDR4 2666 MHz memory, up to 3 NVMe SSDs, and also a regular 2.5-inch hard drive. As for the display, you get a 17.3-inch display, either with a 4K panel that is very good with color accuracy as well, or you can get the 17.3-inch in a full HD 140 Hz IPS display. But now with all of those specs, of course, cooling is going to be an issue. But however, the new GT76 Titan comes in with 4 fans, 11 heat pipes, and the copper block being a CNC polish for much better cooling. So getting up to that 5 GHz, overclocking your GPU as well, the 2080, the cooling is going to be sufficient for all of that. And of course, it's in a laptop, which is pretty crazy. Definitely a desktop replacement. But of course, however, being that it is packed with all of those specs, it is a bit heavy at 4 kilograms. So not the lightest thing to carry around all day. However, if you do want something a bit lighter but still have all of the needed performance, MSI did also have the GE65 Raider, which is their slim, light but powerful laptop, which is up to a 9th generation Intel Core i9 CPU between an RTX 2060 and an RTX 2070. It comes up with a max of 64 gigs of DDR4 2666 MHz memory. You do also get a 15.6-inch Full HD display that you can either get in 144 Hz or up to 240 Hz in a mobile device, which is just crazy. Now, moving downwards a bit, they did also show off some of their more budget-friendly laptops, with their GP65 and GP75, with the GP65 being their 15-inch model and the GP75 their 17-inch model. Both come up with a 9th generation i7 CPUs, either on RTX 2060 or 2070. Also again a max of 64 gigs of memory, and then same as the Raider, you get either it in a full HD 144Hz display or up to 240Hz. It does also come out with this cool new metallic style. However, it is still a plastic, being that is more of the budget range. However, if you're looking for something a bit more prestigious, then the prestige range is perfect for you. So they did have their P65 and P75 Creator Edition laptops there as well. Mostly refreshes, but they did add a bit more to it. So currently I took the P65 with me to Computex to edit some of my videos, to go over all of that, and it does have an 8th generation i7 and then a 1060. However, now you can take these up to a 9th generation i9 CPU, either a 1660 Ti, a 2060, or a 2070, a max of 64 gigs of 2666 megahertz memory, either in a full HD or a 4K IPS display, and they still keep all of that really slim at only 18 centimeters and under 2 kilograms. So definitely an option if you want something a bit more elegant but still have all of the needed horsepower. But if you want something a bit more crazy, getting into the Titan range again, they did also show off their new workstation laptops, which I actually have one right here, which I didn't have even beforehand, but I didn't have any drivers because these ones are rocking the new RTX 3000, 4000 and 5000 GPUs. So kind of the quadro range of GPUs, and it's also rocking pretty decent CPUs ranging from i7s all the way up to Xeons. So this one's rocking a Xeon as well. Now I will make a full review on this one. They did showcase some of them there, but yeah, we're gonna see more of them in the future. So that is pretty much for all of the latest laptops from MSI, but they did also showcase some cool new add-ons or features that you do get. So firstly, we have the MSI App Player, which if you do know BlueStacks, it's an Android emulator where you can play Android games or run Android apps on your desktop or your laptop, and it's free. However, with MSI's new App Player, you can actually integrate that with your Steel series for all of your lighting and so on for your in-app games. But the biggest feature is that it works alongside your display's refresh rate. So if you either have 60, 144 or up to 244 Hz, your mobile games will run at those refresh rates. So for the people who play their Android games on their computers, this is going to definitely be a nice addition. And just seeing that in the Asian market where mobile PUBG is like crazy big, this is definitely going to be an option for them to look at. But not only did MSI have their new app player, they did also have their Ambient Link, which is also just pretty damn awesome. So it is voice activated through a Alexa, where you can give it any type of commands like playing your music, you're showing your weather. It can also screen extend. But the coolest thing is that it works with your nano leaves and some of your other RGB products, where you can actually showcase all of that on the nano leaves. So they did have like a massive wall of just these small nano leaves there, and it showcased like the weather, it extended the screen, it did all of that, which just looks awesome. Now of course it's going to cost a pretty penny to put your entire wall full of nano leaves, but you can add that extra ambient lighting to your room by linking it up with your system, which is awesome. So that is also something that we will see. But that is pretty much it for the MSI. So that's pretty much it for the first part of the MSI booth. I'm also going to go into the hardware side, what they showcase there. But Firstly, a big thanks to MSI and Rebeltech for sponsoring my trip to Computex 2019. Without them, that would not be possible. Also, if you guys like this video, please like, share, comment like always, and then I will check all of you next time. Cheers, guys.